Imagine two people. The first earns $40,000 a year. The second earns $400,000 a year. If I asked you which one is financially free, most people would immediately pick the second person. But here's the surprising part. The first person sleeps peacefully every night. The second person secretly checks their bank account every morning with anxiety. One can quit their job tomorrow and still be okay for months. The other can't miss even one paycheck. So, who is actually richer? And more importantly, who is truly free? That's the question almost nobody asks, because we've been taught to measure money by income, not by freedom. Today, I want to share what financial freedom actually means, not the version sold on social media with luxury cars and private jets, but the version that quietly changes your life. Because if you misunderstand the destination, you may spend decades climbing the wrong mountain. The trap. We confuse wealth with lifestyle. Let's start with the biggest misunderstanding. People often think financial freedom is about buying more, a bigger house, a nicer car, more expensive vacations, luxury watches, designer clothes. The problem is, every upgrade usually creates another monthly payment. Imagine someone receives a promotion. Their salary increases by $2,000 every month. At first, they feel excited. Finally, they think life is getting easier. Then they upgrade apartments, buy a newer car, start eating at more expensive restaurants, subscribe to more services, take larger vacations. Within a year, their expenses have quietly risen almost as much as their income. They earn far more than before, yet somehow they don't feel richer. This is something many people experience without realizing it. The moment your lifestyle grows as fast as your paycheck, your freedom stays exactly where it was. Money isn't disappearing because you're irresponsible. It's disappearing because your life expanded to consume it. Think of income as water flowing into a bucket. If you keep making the bucket larger every year, it never feels full. That's why some people earning six figures still feel trapped. Not because they don't make enough, but because every extra dollar already has a job. So if earning more money doesn't automatically make you financially free, what does financial freedom actually mean? So why do so many people get this wrong? Because from a young age, we're taught to chase bigger numbers, a bigger salary, a bigger house, a bigger bank balance. Somewhere along the way, we start believing that more money automatically means more freedom. But money and freedom aren't the same thing. Money is a resource. Freedom is what money allows you to choose. If more income comes with more debt, more obligations, and more financial pressure, then your income has grown, but your freedom hasn't. And that's where most people get it wrong. What financial freedom actually is. So if financial freedom isn't about buying everything you want, what is it? Here's a simple definition. Financial freedom is having enough control over your money that it stops controlling your decisions. Notice something. That definition doesn't mention being rich. It mentions having choices. Imagine your boss becomes toxic. Can you leave? Imagine your child needs you for 2 weeks. Can you take time off? Imagine an unexpected medical bill arrives. Can you handle it without panic? Imagine an opportunity appears. Can you afford to say yes? That's freedom. Money becomes valuable not because of what it buys, but because of what it allows you to choose. Most people think financial freedom means never working again, but that's actually financial independence, and even that isn't everyone's goal. Financial freedom is much broader. It means money no longer makes your decisions for you. You don't stay in a toxic job because you can't afford to leave. You don't panic every time an unexpected bill arrives. You don't spend every waking hour worrying about the next paycheck. Instead, money becomes a tool. It supports your life instead of controlling it. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine two friends, Alex and Ben. Both earn $80,000 a year. On paper, they're equally successful, but their lives look completely different. Alex saves part of every paycheck. He has an emergency fund, manageable monthly expenses, and avoids unnecessary debt. If his company lays him off tomorrow, he'll be stressed, but he won't be desperate. He has time to think, look for the right opportunity, and make a decision that's good for his future. Ben earns exactly the same salary, but over the years, his lifestyle grew with every raise. A bigger apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions, more monthly payments. He spends almost everything he earns. If he misses even one paycheck, bills start piling up immediately. Now ask yourself, who is actually more financially free? The answer isn't Alex because he earns more. He doesn't. The answer is Alex because he has more choices. And that's the heart of financial freedom. It's not measured by the size of your paycheck. It's measured by how many decisions you get to make without fear. The opposite of financial freedom isn't being poor. It's being financially trapped. You can earn a modest income and be free, or earn a fortune and still feel trapped by the life you've built. That's why financial freedom isn't about reaching a magic income number. It's about reaching a point where money gives you options instead of taking them away. Think about a seatbelt. Nobody gets excited about wearing one, but when something unexpected happens, you're grateful it's there. Savings work the same way. Most days they sit quietly. Then one difficult moment arrives, and suddenly they protect your future. Financial freedom isn't flashy, it's invisible. It's the ability to sleep peacefully because one surprise won't destroy your life. It's waking up without feeling trapped by every bill. It's knowing that your decisions come from values, not desperation. The 3 levels of financial freedom. Many people think financial freedom is one giant finish line. Actually, it's more like climbing 3 hills. Level 1. Breathing room. This is when an unexpected expense doesn't become a crisis. The car needs repairs, your phone breaks, a medical bill appears. Instead of borrowing money, you simply pay it. It doesn't feel exciting, but it removes enormous stress. Level 2. Time freedom. Now your savings and investments begin buying something far more valuable than stuff. Time. You can take a break between jobs, spend more afternoons with family, learn new skills, travel without worrying every minute. Work because you choose to, not because you're terrified of missing rent. That's a completely different feeling. Level 3. Purpose freedom. This is the level people rarely talk about. Eventually, money stops being the goal. You start asking different questions. What work feels meaningful? Who do I want to help? What kind of life do I actually enjoy? Money moves into the background. It becomes a tool instead of your identity. Ironically, this is the stage many wealthy people spend years trying to reach. The 5 quiet habits that build real freedom. So how do ordinary people actually move toward financial freedom? Not with secret investment tricks. Not by chasing every trend. Usually through simple habits repeated for years. Habit 1. Spend below your means. This isn't about living miserably. It's about creating space between what you earn and what you spend. That space becomes future freedom. Habit 2. Buy time, not status. Before buying something expensive, ask yourself, will this improve my daily life? Or am I hoping it improves how other people see me? Those are very different purchases. One creates happiness, the other often creates payments. Habit 3. Build an emergency fund. Think of it as buying peace of mind. Life will surprise you. Your goal isn't to predict those surprises, it's to be ready for them. Habit 4. Make money work too. Most people only let themselves work for money. Financial freedom begins when some of your money also starts working for you. Whether through long-term investing, a business, rental income, or another reliable source, the principle is the same. Every dollar you save today can become a tiny employee that helps earn more over time. At first, the progress feels slow, but consistency has a way of turning small efforts into meaningful results. Habit 5. Define enough. This may be the hardest habit, because the world constantly tells you that happiness is always one purchase away. But freedom often begins the moment you stop chasing more and start appreciating enough. Enough doesn't mean giving up on ambition. It means knowing when additional income adds genuine value, and when it only adds more stress and expectations. Without your own definition of enough, there is no finish line. No matter how much you earn, it will never feel sufficient. Here's something worth remembering. Money solves many problems, but its greatest gift isn't luxury, it's options. The option to leave a bad job, the option to spend time with people you love, the option to recover from mistakes, the option to live according to your values instead of your fears. Financial freedom isn't waking up in a mansion. It's waking up without constant financial anxiety. It's realizing that money has quietly become a helpful servant instead of a demanding master. So maybe don't ask, how can I become rich? Instead ask, how can I build a life where money gives me more choices? Because the goal was never just to have more money. The goal was always to have more freedom. If this video changed the way you think about wealth, I'd love to know in the comments. What does financial freedom mean to you? Sometimes the answer has nothing to do with the size of a bank account and everything to do with the kind of life you want to live.